All right, everybody, here we go. It's me. It's still me, Gregory Mannarino, and this is my newest segment of Markets to Look Ahead. It is Sunday, October 11th, 2020, and we have to talk yet again. Um, you know, I almost don't know where to start. How about this? This is a freak show. You all know that this is a freak show. It's also a clown show. But again, realize what you are looking at. If you believe for a split second that anything you are seeing with regard to the political spectrum, these markets, the way the markets are being strung along by the central banks, by our inept politicians, if you think any of this, any of it, is by accident along with the scamdemic, well, you got another thing coming. This is closely following to the letter a script, and the American people are being destroyed by design. I think most of you here get that. So what am I talking about here? As I am doing this lovely Markets a Look Ahead, it is 7:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on this lovely Sunday. And both Republicans and Democrats have rejected President Trump's latest bid for a stimulus program. Understand again what you are seeing. This has been going on for months. Months. The American people are hurting on an epic scale, waiting for some kind of a handout, some kind of crumbs to be thrown at them. They're literally creating an environment where people are now begging, practically begging, for some type of a stimulus, begging for more debt, while we are in a deliberately induced economic meltdown. Keep this in mind as well. I mean, this is the sickening part of all of this. Corporate America today is stronger than it's ever been. Wall Street is expecting and will get the largest bonuses on record. Again, we are 3% away from a new all-time high with regard to the broader market, the S&P 500. The middle class, which is the real economy, is dying in every sense of the word. And the lies, the propaganda, the look here, don't look here, all by design. All of it. And I really believe it's time for, well, it's way past the time for people to speak out against the lies, the fakery, the fake news about some type of recovery, V-shaped, adding jobs. You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe that there is a single person on this planet, at least here in the United States, that is buying the garbage. But again, it's much more hideous than I think anyone has an idea of. Maybe you do. You follow this blog here. It's all fake, all of it. So anyway, being that again, let's talk about what happened Friday. Friday, the market started to price in substantially some kind of a deal. It was floated out. President Trump said, go big. But did you see how the market reacted? It was up like 300 points with regard to the Dow. We gave back most of that, sure. We finished up higher. But I was looking at the way the market was reacting. I'm saying, no, the market isn't buying it. Again, it's all talk. It's all garbage. It's a pump. That's what this is. It's some way to pump up this market to get people destroyed. That's all this is. And look, from a trading standpoint, I pulled all my cash out of the market Friday. I pulled it all out. My Lions know this. I posted it in my newsletter. There is a link in the description of this video. Again, if you are not subscribing to my newsletter, which is free, you are missing out on a lot with regard to staying ahead of this market. And that's all I care about. Look, President Trump, VP Biden, the presidential election, it's all conversation. You guys can talk about it all you want, and I don't give a damn. I don't care who wins this darn thing. And I told my Lions in my newsletter, I think I might have put it on my social networks. I already have written down, laid out strategies, how we're going to destroy this market no matter who wins. Because again, this is theater. It's a show and it doesn't matter. If you're one of those people that believe this guy's got to win because we're making America great again, this guy's got to win because I have no idea, well, you're the most done. You have to understand. I mean, do you believe sincerely that this is America right now? No. This is a merger between these corporate entities, as stronger than they've ever been in history, and a new American government, a new American philosophy. And let me explain this to you even more clearly. No matter who wins the election, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. That's the truth. This sick, twisted, new ideology of a wipeout of the middle class. I don't care who's promising you that we're going to make the middle class great again. We have certainly made the stock market great again. There is no doubt about it. We have certainly made a housing bubble great again. But all of this is not real. We have distortions in this market unlike anything we've ever seen. In the history of the world, there's never been a more distorted market. A market with more bubbles to the upside and inverse bubbles than we are right now. A market that is so overvalued by every single metric that you want to look at, that we just heard from Ben Bernanke, former Fed chair, who said, I'm not really sure if this market is overvalued. When you hear that from an imbecile, understand that Ben Bernanke, although he's some kind of a scholar, I think he's a scholar of dog shit, okay? He completely missed what happened with the last meltdown. So did Larry Kudlow, both of them, all right? One of these guys, Larry Kudlow, is the advisor to the president with regard to economics. You can't make this stuff up. You can't do it. Two imbeciles of the highest order who were unable to see the meltdown that was occurring last time, who either lied or deliberately misled the American people or clearly didn't see it. We got to hear from these people. Are you kidding me? Again, you can't make up the environment we are in if you tried. It's literally become every man or every woman for themselves here. And again, if you are a member of the middle class and you're looking for a saving grace from either President Trump or Joe Biden, you're way, way, way off base. And you're done. You're either way done. So again, understand the scenario. Right now, what's the big story? The big story is, at least right now, as I am doing this video blog here this morning, both Republicans and Democrats, let me explain this to you. If you don't see it yet, President Trump is being torpedoed by his own party. His own party does not want him there. Okay, let me explain that to you. It should be very clear to you. But again, I don't care. It's all conversation. What I want to do is keep you on the right side of this market. What do we know is going to happen? Central banks will inflate vastly all around the world. That means you got to continue to do what you've been doing since I explained this to you since day one, over a decade ago. Bet against the debt. Become your own central bank. Hold cryptocurrencies as well. With regard to this market, if you're one of my lions, if you are a trader, sit down, take a deep breath, don't get triggered. The more the market believes Biden will win, higher stocks will go. But in the short run here, with Congress unable to get anything done by design, it's all scripted, you can expect volatility. If they don't float out a new story here prior to the market open with regarding a stimulus package, stocks are going to get hit. It should be pretty obvious to you. Look, what they are doing is manipulating the minds of the people. They're making them as desperate as they can to offer a solution. It's the same thing they've done over and over and over again. We've seen this since time immemorial. They allow a problem to manifest itself. They create the problem. They wait for a reaction, and then they offer a solution. That's what they're doing. You're watching this play out right before your eyes yet again. This is, believe me, all of it is scripted. Go big on Friday. President Trump was told to do that. He realized clearly that over the weekend this would fall apart. Why do you think I pulled my cash out of the market on Friday? Maybe I have a little insight or foresight into how this would play out. I have not one dime in this market right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I will put money to work in this market tomorrow, one way or the other. And again, if you are a subscriber to my newsletter, link in the description of this video yet again, you will know what I'm doing. All right? Follow the money. Gain a perspective as to the lies, the propaganda, and the misinformation. Okay? Look, again, this is a game. All of it. It's a hideous game, and we are in the middle of the largest wealth transfer that has ever been seen in the history of the world. We're watching the middle class be decimated. We're watching corporate America get stronger than they've ever been. Wall Street expecting windfall bonuses, okay? And that's just the way it's going to play out. In a market that is so rigged, so fake, but that's our strength. Understanding whatever comes out of our politicians' mouth, go big, is a big lie, okay? They're all playing this game together, and the president is involved to destroy the middle class. Wipe it out, okay? Again, under this president, we've watched corporate America get stronger than they've ever been. We've watched the middle class get evaporated. Small businesses, I don't even know what the percentage is now. 60% gone forever. Tens of millions out of work. We're losing nearly 1 million jobs a week, but they're trying to tell us that we're adding jobs. Do you see the lie here? It's epic. Absolutely epic. But again, it's all conversation. What we're going to do is rip the face off of this market like we've been doing. People, if you've been following my work, you've probably had, if you're a trader, the best year you've ever had since I started my newsletter back in March, where I put out trade after trade after trade, like 70-something trades so far with three realized losses. I mean, is that an epic record? I don't know another person anywhere who's doing better than that. And you know it's true if you're following my newsletter because I post everything there. Look, I will not let you down. I will never let you down. I'm so sick of this. I am so disgusted at what I am seeing here. The America that we once knew is gone. It's dead and buried here. We are clearly moving into that two-tier society that I've warned about for over an entire decade, and it's here now. It's going to get much worse. It's going to accelerate. Expect the lies to get worse, the propaganda to get worse, the misinformation to get worse. And again, it doesn't matter who sits behind the Resolute desk. It could be a Tasmanian devil. You know, I have a fixation with Tasmanian devils and peanut butter. I really do. Anyway, look, with that said, I'm going to let you go. I want you to consider what you're seeing. I want you to start tuning yourself in more to understand that none of this is by accident. None of it. It's all scripted from the top down, bottom up, side to side. It's all in an effort to finish something that was started over a century ago to allow the Federal Reserve to be the lender and buyer of last resort so they can own the world. That's where we are at. And under a new paradigm, that's where we're going. A whole new set of rules are coming. And it's not going to be pretty. And unfortunately, there's not enough people like you and me. There's not enough of us to do a damn thing about it. Other than trying to profit from it. Trying to understand where we're going here. You always must have the high ground. Always. Once you give up the high ground and you allow yourself to be divided and conquered, again, look what they're doing to us. It's the same mechanism forever. Divide and conquer. This is how the few have ruled over the many since the beginning of time. And it's a trap that people fall into over and over and over again. They don't realize It's all being done on purpose. None more so than here. The times we are in today are exceedingly interesting. And I also think it's a time where, fortunes are going to be made and fortunes are going to be lost. And I want you and myself on the right side of this. That's really the bottom line. I think I've done a darn good job of that. All right, with that said, I'm going to let you all go. I could keep talking for hours. I'll see all of you in the morning. Let's watch the charade play out like I started off. This is a freak show. It's a clown show. Yes, it's all theater and all of it. Every word, every syllable, everything is scripted. It's all being done on purpose to wipe out the middle class. That's the goal here. Two-tier society, extreme haves, extreme have-nots. We're in the middle of the largest wealth transfer the world has ever seen. And when this market really lets go, that's it. That's it. That's where all the 401k millionaires are going to lose it all. Most of them, 99% are going to lose it all. And that wealth is simply going to be transferred from their reality to someone else's reality. And I'm telling you, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. It's going to be transferred to people like me. It's going to be transferred to the Wall Street banks, traders, my lions. We're all going to benefit as the rest of this house falls down. And I'm telling you, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. So this is not speculation. This is going to happen. So think of this as a warning. All right, with that said, I'm out of here again. See you in the morning. Share this. Love you a lot.